down to you? Springtime, yeah. Let's see, 4 officials. Who do they have to have? 6? Store brick right there. What? I thought it was near Cocoa Beach, but it's north of Cocoa Beach. All construction down there. HVAC, heating, air conditioning. Oh yeah. Yeah, any trade will make a pretty good living.
And good morning, everybody, and welcome to Paulsboro, New Jersey, where tonight, Paulsboro, I should say this afternoon, Paulsboro takes on Salem in the Central Jersey Group 1 championship game. Today's game is being brought to you part by the Paulsboro Athletic Department and Sickles and Associates, civil engineering firm in South Jersey. Make sure you call Mark Broomer, he's the president, 856-848-6800.
Once again, good morning, ladies and gentlemen.
So if you take a look to the left side of our field, you see Paulsboro is getting ready to come in, and Kevin, Paulsboro with a huge tradition coming into this game.
Oh, no doubt about it. I mean, you look at the coach, Glenn Howard. He's been here 35 years, has 316 wins. But the big thing that you look at when you look at this game that sticks out at you is that when Paulsboro and Salem have met over the last 20 years 6 times in these sectional playoffs, sectional finals, Paulsboro's won all 6 times. So that's one of those monkeys on your back that probably Salem deals with when they're dealing with a Paulsboro-type team.
In fact, the last time, as you look at Paulsboro getting set to come out in the field, the last time Salem beat Paulsboro, it's only happened one time. It was 99 years ago, 1922. They tied in 1925 and 26, but it's been all Paulsboro since then. The last sectional title for Paulsboro was 2017. The last sectional title for Salem, they've only won one, was 1983. To give you an idea of how successful Paulsboro has been in football, Salem's sectional final record is 1-8. Paulsboro's is 19-9. They're going for their 20th title today. Let's go to the middle of the field. You'll see where the captains are meeting, so we'll turn towards the middle. And we'll get a look at what's going on over there. If we can. I don't know if she can hear us upstairs. I'll let you go for a second, Kevin, with some of your information you got there. You can throw at us.
Yeah, you look at Paulsboro, and of course, Tad, we had done the Paulsboro game against Sterling earlier in the year. You see Tyree Thomas has thrown for 1,377 yards for 15 touchdown passes. And just a kid who will impress you with his ability to see the whole field. If you're a defensive back, you can't give up on a play until he releases the ball. Even if you're on the opposite side of the field, he'll look at give 2, 3 looks, and really does a great job at reading the coverage, and has a quick release and a good tight spiral. So there's a reason why this kid has had this type of success. Amir Bateman coming in with 1,252 yards, 10 scores. He's the guy that does a lot of the tough work, the grunt work, the tackle to tackle. One of those guys as a running back that can get hit, roll, and get about 2 or 3 extra yards each time. So he's got a lot of yards after contact as we look at the middle of the field right here.
Looks like Paulsboro has won the toss. They will defer. And you see as they line up sides of the field, your referee will tell you. So we know Paulsboro will get it for the second half. So Paulsboro has deferred. And he'll walk over and say hi to Salem. And Salem will receive. So again, this is actually, Kevin, the now we'll turn to the left, and you get a good look at the banner on the left side of the field. Let's see if we can read what they got on the banner there. It's pretty cool. This is a pretty elaborate banner. Last year wasn't a mistake. We're back to set the record straight.
Straight, all right.
So it's Paulsboro. They'll be coming through that side. Salem, again, trying to win their second title since 1983.
I talked about Tyree Thomas, his ability to throw the ball, to read the field. We were impressed how he just made like 3 and 4 different looks at a defense to receivers. And also you have Amir Bateman. But on the other side, you have Ja'Kai Coates, another kid who not only can throw the ball, good size at 6'1", 230 pounds, but can run the ball. He's thrown for 13 scores and run for another 12. And a kid who's looked at as a potential Division I prospect. And Tad, the other thing, and this is one of the things that if the game hangs in the bounce and you're coming down to the last minute, and if it's a tie game, we're looking at Nate Wilson, the Salem kicker, hitting from 50-plus yards in warm-ups. So that's a weapon that Salem could really benefit from late in this game if it's close.
And Wilson has made 6 of 9 field goal attempts this year. He made a 37-yarder in the closing minutes to beat Camden 22-20 in their season opener at the Battle of the Beach. Getting set for the playing of our national anthem that we'll listen in here in a second.
Willett.
And we'll pan around the camera, give you some shots of what's going on as we get ready for the Central Jersey Group 1 championship game. And there you have it, the national anthem getting set for the Central Jersey Group 1 championship game. Probably odd that we're saying this because these are probably 2 of the southernmost Group 1 teams you're going to get. And Salem coming in at 9-1 and Paulsboro coming in 9-1. The South Jersey Championship's being played a few miles away from here in Woodbury. It's Woodstown versus Woodbury. The winner of this game will play the winner of that game at either Rutgers or up at Giant Stadium in 2 weeks from now.
And ironically, if Woodstown wins that game, Salem wins this game, they'll be playing each other not only in that game for the championship up in Central Jersey, but also on Thanksgiving Day. So they're 2 teams that, if they get to the championship, will know a little bit about each other.
Yes, they will. Again, I want to thank the Paulsboro Athletic Department who's making this broadcast possible, along with Sickles & Associates, civil engineering firm in South Jersey. Mark Broomer is your president, 856-848-6800. They're the ones that made this broadcast possible. As into kickoff, as we mentioned, will be Paulsboro. They'll go left to our right on a beautiful day for football. There is not a breeze blowing here. Temperature to start this game is going to be in the mid-40s. And into kickoff will be Keyshawn Sanders. Back to receive Anthony Selby and Ramaji Bundy. Just about set. Every time I say it, it feels weird. The Central Jersey Group 1 Championship game. Crowd getting into it here. And we are now underway. An odd kick going to be taken by one of the up men. That's Smith. So right away, Salem's going to get great field position from about the 45-yard line behind their quarterback, Ja'Kai Coates, who's thrown for almost 1,300 yards, 13 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. But the problem, Kevin, 4 of those interceptions came against Paulsboro.
Yeah, and that's something you can't have happen today. The Paulsboro defensive backs do such a great job at breaking on a pass, and we saw that in that Sterling game. Had a couple interceptions there.
1st and 10 from Salem. Coates over center. Gildersleeve in the backfield. They'll start it with him. Cuts to the right side. Going to get out almost to the 50-yard line. Gain of about 4.
And a quick look at Ja'Kai Coates, it looks like you've got your defensive end playing quarterback. He's a big kid, and you can see why there's some Division I schools looking at him.
He's only a junior. 2nd and 7 for Salem. Try it again, Gildersleeve. Gildersleeve's going to get a first down as he gets out to about the 45-yard line.
Now that's a nice run by Gildersleeve, and in the no-huddle offense, you can see right up front there, off to that right side. It's a dominant job by the guard and the tackle.
Gildersleeve this year, 6 touchdowns, about 400 yards. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Fake it. Quarterback going to keep himself. This is Coates. Coates going to get 5 or 6 yards before he's pushed out of bounds at around the 40-yard line.
You know, a lot of times when you see the quarterback roll out, it'll go a little bit deeper, but you saw Coates right there go tight along the line of scrimmage. Great job by the end, cutting down the linebackers, flowing to the outside.
First quarter just underway here. Central Jersey Championship, Group 1. No score. Salem with the ball to start. Gildersleeve pushing ahead as we zoom in a little bit. He's stopped and thrown back a host of red shirts, and they're going to be about 2 or 3 shy of the first down.
Yeah, they're going to get, where the
Reminder, 50-50s
whistle blew and play stopped. They're still going to get a couple yards there, and I think the key to having these good drives is the 3rd and manageable situations.
And they are in that 3rd and manageable right now. 3rd and 2. If they can get the 35-yard line, that would be enough for a first down. Coates has not had to throw yet. Gildersleeve in tight right behind him. Actually an offset eye this time. Looks like up the middle on a push. This is Smith. Smith is going to be about a half-yard shy of the first down. That's his first carry of the game. He has 330 yards, 5 touchdowns coming in.
Yeah, and you had a nice kick-out block by the lead back off to the right side, but a great job by the linebackers flowing over there, taking on a hit, and making a tackle to leave them 4th and about 1.
First big play of the game. We'll have a lot more to come. Quarterback sneak, and why not? He's that big. He'll get it. Pushing ahead for 2 across the 35, and Salem has a first down.
Well, when you have a quarterback, again, as you said, Tad, that's that big, built like a defensive end, and the kid who's ran for 453 yards this year, 12 touchdowns, that's a no-brainer. You just go to him and get the first down.
1st and 10 Salem, first drive of the game. Under 10 minutes to go in the first quarter. Power running up the middle with Smith again. Smith met at the line. He's going to get to about the 30-yard line. 2nd and about 7. Again, you can understand Salem's fear coming into this game with the passing attack, which we haven't seen. 4 interceptions in that game. But again, it was earlier in the year when they played that game. It was early in September. It was the 25th. The other problem was penalties for Salem in that game. 2nd down and 7. Long as Coates taking his time here. He wants to keep it himself, goes far side, picks up a blocker in front. And, Kevin, that is very difficult to stop because you got an extra blocker out there.
You've got the extra block. You've got the two tight end set. You've got the fullback coming out as a lead blocker. And then you've got a kid like Coates who's 6'1", 230 pounds, has a lot of speed, and more importantly, does a good job getting low and taking on a tackler.
3rd and 3, first drive of the game here in the first quarter. Looking back at their coach to see if they want to keep the same play. Coates, again, just a junior over center. This is Smith. Smith pushes ahead. Ivan Murray on the stop. Maybe got back the original line of scrimmage.
Yeah, that's one of the few times you haven't seen that offensive line with that real good push up front. Again, previously they went off to the right side. But good job up front by that Paulsboro defensive line, holding up the push of the left side of the offensive line for Salem.
This is 4th and a solid 1. So 4th and 1 for Salem. Quarterback going to take it himself, push ahead, and will get enough for the first down. He's getting 2 and 3 yards on that, too.
And the thing about it is you're seeing him, they know it's coming. You're seeing him take on contact about a yard into it, where in most cases you'd be able to stop a lot of quarterbacks. But with Coates' size and, again, his ability to stay low and move forward, he gets an extra 2 yards.
He's also the leading rusher on the team, nearly 500 yards and 12 touchdowns this year. 1st and 10, driving, first plays of sets of the game, 7:30 to go. This is Gildersleeve. He's met at the line of scrimmage, a host of red shirts. Maybe gets to the 20. In there on the stop on that time was Amani Seeger.
And it looked like Paulsboro went with a stunt to that near side. And what happened there, it's one of the few times, if not the first time, they've been able to gain penetration into the backfield of Salem, and that forced the back to go a little bit more lateral to the right, gave Paulsboro defensively time to recover and make the play.
7 minutes to go, first quarter in this Central Jersey Group 1 championship game. Salem driving. They've taken the opening kickoff. They got it from the 40. It's now a 2nd and 8. Little help out your buddy there at right tackle. That was Benjamin Pittman. First pass play of the game to the end zone, and that is going to be incomplete. Keyshawn Sanders had a gift there. Unfortunately, couldn't hold it. Kevin, I don't know what he was throwing to.
No, I think, they just figured Paulsboro would be sucked up and playing up close to the line with mostly running early on in this drive, and they just thought they'd get a one-on-one matchup. But a great job of the safety coming over to help, and that's what Paulsboro does. They really recover well and have a great sense in the defensive backfield of anticipating and knowing where to be, and that was the key to that play right there and stopping it.
From the 20, it's 3rd and almost 9. Coach from the shotgun has Smith behind him. Gives it to Smith.
Cameron Smith Jr.
Smith to his right side. He is going to be short by 3 or 4 yards. And now Paulsboro is saying they're pointing their way. The referee has not indicated anything. Now he's going to be short. Brings up a 4th and about 4.
Was able to get about 4 on that run. And you could see what they did. They had a wide out set after going with the 2 tight end offense. Had a wide out all the way to the left, and the safety had to kind of be out there and addressing that, and that opened up things to the run off to the right
All right,
side.
Kevin, you talked about the field goal game. This young man has hit 6 field goals this season. This is going to be a 32-yarder. The kick is long enough, and the kick is good. 32-yard field goal, and an outstanding job on that kick by Nate Wilson, his 10th field goal of the year.
May have been good from 45. Boy, he can boot it, and that's the type of weapon that Salem has in that situation, that 90% of the teams would just have to go for it in 4th down, risking a Paulsboro stop, but Salem is able to come away with 3 points in her initial drive.
It's funny, too. The first time these two teams met, September 25th, guess who started the scoring? Nate Wilson, 35-yard field goal started that game as well. So, again, this is the Central Jersey Championship game. Salem just took their opening kickoff, got the field goal. The winner of this will go play the South Jersey champion, which has started earlier than us. That game is 0-0 at the moment.
And just from a momentum standpoint, you do such a good job with a ball control offense, moving the ball down the field and using the quarterback onto the outside, hitting the left side, hitting the right side. And to come away with that with no points is just so deflating. But you get at least the 3 points. And to me, you know, you're maintaining that momentum that you're able to get on that initial drive.
Kevin, you mentioned kicking could be the difference, and so far, early on, he's done it in the first game, he's done it in this game. You're going to see again Nathan Wilson, the left-footed kicker, try it off again. Nice, high, deep kick. This is going to be Sanders. Sanders just inside the goal line, wants to go for a far side return, and Sanders is going to make it to about the 15-yard line, where Paulsboro will take over 1st and 10. Again, their quarterback, Tyree Thomas, has thrown for nearly 1,000 yards, 9 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, but I think the key might be the running back, Amir Bateman, almost 1,300 yards, 7 touchdowns.
Yeah, just like Sam, nice variety. They can mix things up, and they can use the run equally as well as the pass.
Bateman last week carried the ball 42 times, 218 yards. 1st and 10 for Paulsboro. First time they've had the ball, about their own 15. Back to pass. Going deep down the sideline, has a man there, and it's caught. Dropping the football and fumbling it, though, is Bagby, who may have jumped on it. He had a chance to go the distance. It's going to be a pass play of about 35 yards.
Well, you've got a 2 wide out set to the right, 1 wide out set to the left, leaves you with one-on-one coverage, and Thomas just stepped back, took the ball off the shotgun, got rid of it quick, hit him in stride, and would have been a touchdown if not for the drop.
Beautiful throw for Tyree Thomas. Red Raiders in Salem territory from the 44, 1st and 10. Bateman in the backfield behind Thomas. Bateman's first rush of the game, straight up the middle. Bateman to about the 41, a gain of 3.
Another thing, you know, obviously Bateman's a big kid. He can get the yards up the middle, but with the trips right, wide receiver to left, your safety has to shade out that way to the trips, and it doesn't allow him to come up as a run stopper.
Salem just got a sideline warning. It is not penalized. The next time it would be. So, sideline warning on that last play for Salem. Brings up a 2nd down and 7 for Paulsboro. We're in the first quarter. 5 minutes to go. It's 3-0 Salem on the field goal by Nate Wilson. Beautiful day for football. Couldn't ask for a nicer day for the middle of November. 2nd down and 7. Bateman, boy, there was some confusion there, Kevin. The quarterback wanted to go inside. Bateman went outside, and in there on the stop that time was Jaden Wright.
Yeah, and I think, Tad, even if that was clean execution in the backfield, they still would have had a problem. Looked like Salem stunned it up on the defensive line, and you had 2 or 3 defensive linemen gain penetration. And that play, like I said, regardless of good or bad execution, really wasn't going to go anywhere.
3rd down and 11. There are 2 wideouts as we pan a little to your right. 2 wideouts, the bottom side of your screen. They want to throw. Blitz is on. Ball is fumbled, and Salem might have it. As blitzing in was Selby, and Salem takes it over as nobody picked him up on the blitz.
Well, you look at this Salem stat sheet, there's sacks all over the place by the linebackers. You can tell they're a team that is not going to sit back in their base D. They're going to be aggressive. They're going to blitz. They did that to the far side. Thomas turned around and had the linebacker right in his face, and that's a big turnover here for Salem, getting the ball at the midfield point.
4 minutes and 15 seconds to go, first quarter. 3-0 Salem. They'll get it at midfield. Woodbury game still holds 0-0 on the latest update. Send a man in motion. This is Gildersleeve.
Josiah Gildersleeve.
Gildersleeve to about the
Still on his
45,
feet.
still pushing ahead, gets an extra 4 or 5 before he is pushed out of bounds.
And you can see, first of all, with that initial drive, moving the ball down the field, getting the points, and then the big turnover there with the fumble, that this Salem team, both up on the offensive line, even the sidelines, is really amped up right now, and early on have really grabbed the momentum in this game.
2nd down and 3 for the Rams of Salem, looking for their first title since back in 1983. From the shotgun. Running with it here is Coates. Coates is going to get the first down and more. A flag goes down. So a flag goes down as he went around the right corner. We'll get the official here with the call, and there it is, holding against Salem. That's going to be our first penalty of the game.
Yeah, and it's interesting how Salem's attacking things. Initially they were tight to the line of scrimmage. You had Coates get upfield in a hurry. You had the backs get to the line of scrimmage very quickly. Now they're kind of back a little bit. You saw Coates right there take it from the shotgun in an effort to kind of pick and choose and allow the play to develop in front of him. But obviously it's all going to be for naught with the holding call.
Ball goes back to Salem's 48-yard line. It's going to be 2nd down and 12 with 4 minutes to go, first quarter. Coates from the shotgun. Gildersleeve to his right. Now they rotate. Keeping it himself is Coates. Coates going to get about 10, very close to the first down. And you can see why he's been able to pile up the amount of yardage he's had this year running.
And also the way that formation was for Paulsboro, they had to take care of the splits, the wideouts. It wasn't the 2 tight end formation. You don't have the defensive backs coming up as run stoppers in that situation.
3rd down and 1. Again, kept by the quarterback will get the first down and more. As he's going to get out to about the 35-yard line, and Salem will move the chains with 3:29 remaining first quarter.
And Ty, the other thing we talked about, Coach, when he hits linemen, he's taking them with him, let alone if he hits defensive backs, he's taking them for 2 and 3 yard ride. Just a big kid who, again, more importantly, I like the way he runs, the way he lowers his shoulders at the point of contact.
These two teams are from the same division. They played September 25th. Paulsboro won that game 25-17 with a ton of turnovers for Salem. This is Smith, and Smith is lucky to get back to the original line of scrimmage as he is planted into the ground by Demir Avant. It's amazing that you have 2 teams from the same division, the Diamond Division. Again, Paulsboro 9-1, Salem 9-1, but they met head to head, and it just came down to turnovers and penalties.
Yeah.
Killed Salem so far. 1 penalty, no turnovers. 2nd down and 9. Send a man in motion to his left. And that's going to be a flag coming back because the man in motion started going towards the line of scrimmage. So this is going to cost Salem 5. So that's, again, going to be their 2nd penalty of the game for 15 yards. And that's one thing Salem needed to avoid.
Yeah, it's been an issue before, and it could be an issue now. You had the big penalty for holding early on in this drive as we look at the 2 officials talking things over. But
yeah, you could see it clear as day here. The man went in motion, took 2 steps forward, and you can't do that.
And Tad, you could see with the success of Coates running the ball, those linebackers are really creeping up. They're almost on the heels of the defensive linemen. And in my mind, you've got the 2 wideouts, and they're covered in one-on-one, and they've already tried to go deep. I think the middle of the field is an area that can be exploited.
If we go to the right, the official. All right, they will take the penalty. You could hear, that's pretty good when you can hear the referee from up here. 2nd and 14. We have 2:28 to go here, first quarter. Salem with the ball. They lead at 3-0.
And 15.
Gildersleeve, the lone setback. Coach looks things over. Gildersleeve finds his hole. Going to get out to about the 35-yard line as he is Brought down on the play by
Number 9,
Ivan Murray. 3rd and 10 upcoming.
Yeah, this is where you see the penalties come into play. Instead of having 3rd and 2, 3rd and 3, now they're in a 3rd and 10, and that's a situation where you do things from a mistake standpoint that can lead to bringing Paulsboro back in this game from a momentum standpoint.
3rd and 10, a wide out to the near side, a wide out to the far side. Gildersleeve, the lone setback. Coates gives it off to Gildersleeve, and he's ahead. It depends on the spot. He's going to be about a yard shy of the first down, but now it makes it a manageable 4th down to go.
Yeah, they double-teamed at the point of attack there off to that right side, and it was such a good block that they pushed the defensive lineman back a few yards, cut off the flow of the linebackers to the outside. That was the key to that play.
4th and about a yard and a half. Coates takes it himself, is getting a push from Gildersleeve. He will get the first down, as we mentioned before, at least 2 or 3 yards every time the quarterback sneaks.
4th and 1, 4th and 2, it's as close as a guarantee as you're going to get. You know it's going to go to Coates, and you pretty much know he's going to get the first down.
So first down, Salem, 1:05 and counting, first quarter. Salem leads at 3-0. It's going to be a 1st and 10 for the Rams. Gildersleeve to the right, going to get out to about the 20-yard line. I'll tell you what, pretty good front line blocking today for Salem.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely, except for a couple times here or there. And I think, it puts Paulsboro in a situation where, they can stay in their base D only so long. You want to probably try and stunt and do something to gain penetration into the offensive backfield of Salem.
2nd down and 7, 25 seconds and counting to go first quarter. Gildersleeve, the lone setback. Coates to Gildersleeve, and from behind, real nice pursuit by Rocco Pellegrini. Pellegrini came from the far side of the field, no gain, and a nice defensive play.
Yeah, it really was. And that was one of those plays where it took a little bit too much time, too long to develop in the offensive backfield. A great backside pursuit there by Pellegrini and a host of Paulsboro defenders.
So that's the end of the first quarter here in this Central Jersey Group 1 championship game. As you look at Salem with a 3-0 lead. As this is the situation Paulsboro was in the first time they met on September 25th. At halftime of that game, Salem actually had a 10-6 lead at halftime. But so far, Kevin, if you check off some of the check marks, no turnovers for Salem and only the 2 penalties. You say only the 2 penalties because they had 6 the last game.
And the early look at this game, obviously, Tad has Salem probably, when all said and done, is going to control the time possession and move for them, is the big play potential.
Broomer is the president. 856-84 cast available for all fans throughout South Jersey. Tad Kozineski, Kevin Schulz with you.
Paulsboro just has not had an answer for the Salem running game, and even Coates at the quarterback position, who we can see
this year. 3rd down and about 8. Was Brandon Armstrong on a huge hit, and the field goal unit is coming. Let's see. Field goal coming up for Wilson. Wide left. So he misses.
But I think when you look at that, on that stop, forcing the field goal, I also like what the mirror and made the big hit, and that really amped up the crowd.
Goal is not good. From the 20, Bateman up the middle. He's going to get 2 or.
Salem really has to get to Bateman before he can get upfield.
The line of scrimmage, and he's being brought down by Jaden Wright.
I don't see the same push by the Paulsboro offensive line.
30 and counting to play here in the second. Paulsboro with the ball. They trail this game 3-0. Sends a man in motion.
Yeah, that was one of the ones in tight coverage. If he was able to get that a little bit out in front of Sander field position to this Salem team that offensively has just control.
So into punt now will be Sanders. Here, fair catch. Wow. This hits a player. This could be a break for Paulsboro.
Well, we said turnovers are going to play a big part in this game, really on about the 22-yard line of Salem.
So, yard line, 1st and 10, Paulsboro. As Bateman to his right. Gives it to Bateman. Bateman
was a younger player, played quarterback in a championship game where they had a position.
This year, Pellegrini completed 20, 200 yards, 17 and counting to play first half. Salem leads at 3-0. Leaving third and about 5.
Bateman.
On them, no question about it, because and on advantage of opportunities like this one, even though it's in an early part of the game.
It is complete. Nice open field tackle as Hardy's there on the catch, and the tackle in there.
Tackle closing in on it because Pellegrini did a good job looking downfield, and a lot of times defensive back not for a great open field tackle.
The junior Pellegrini from the shotgun on 4th and 4. He wants to throw, looking near.
And that's twice we've seen that. First from Thomas on the numbers. You force your player to turn around there. It's really a tough catch and downs.
7:43 to go, first half. Salem with the ball. That's Lane, goes to the near side. Shotgun for Coates. 4 to the 20-yard line.
Good job of the wide receiver coming down with that hard, but he's also got a decent amount of speed and getting to the outside, but a great job defensively by Paulsboro.
Second down at the line of scrimmage as the defensive line stops. The initial hit in there was by Brandon Armstrong.
Well, that's that double by the Paulsboro defensive line. Just haven't been able to do that consistent.
Coates wants to throw. Quick pass near side, caught by Selby. Selby is going to have enough for the first down as he's tackled by Preston Moore.
First down.
Nicely thrown ball, quick and on the numbers.
Yeah, just a quick button hook route, and again, you said it, Tad, on the numbers. That's the one that has to be there. In a little bit of traffic, but the ball was put to the right spot.
6 minutes, 20 seconds to go here in this first half. Salem with the first down. They lead at 3-0. Coates wants to go himself, slips a little bit, going to get out to the 30-yard line, a gain of about 2.
And that's that play where it's the shotgun, but a nice job adjusting by the Paulsboro defensive line. And
he's going to be lucky to get back the line of scrimmage. We have an update at halftime, and the 2-point conversion was not good.
Wow. 2 tight games here in East.
Woodbury, Woodstown 6, Woodbury 0.
Comes our referee in for the call.
13.
So it's going to be a 3rd and 13 for Salem, as we have to his left is Gildersleeve. Running. Good cut ahead by Coates. He's going to be close enough. I think you're going with the quarterback sneak. Now they're giving him the first down, Kevin, on that last effort.
What did you went to the left, went a little to the right, still had the eyes downfield. Then
it's a 1st and 10 for the Rams of Salem. They lead at 3-0 from the 37. 1st and 10. Good cut up the middle of the field on a different play as that's Bundy. Bundy's going to get a gain of
a little bit of reverse. You saw the back get upfield in a hurry in the first quarter.
From their own 49, 1st and 10, 3:35 remaining in the first half.
This sleeve went to that initial hole, nothing was there, and saw to get to the outside to make the plays.
2nd down and 1, 3:07 against Salem again. Their 4th penalty for 25 yards.
The Rams
had a couple turnovers.
Clock. Time of position. Around the edge, flag flies. This is coming back. This play is coming back, and at the point of attack on the edge, it's likely going to be bad news for Salem here. Yes, it is. Kevin, that's penalty number 5.
You're trying to execute those open field blocks, and it's that much more difficult for your offense.
10 yards from the spot of the foul.
Sleeves.
Gildersleeve
spinning across midfield.
Does so well. You saw Armstrong get in there. You've got yourself a 3rd and what about 7?
Coates talking to Gildersleeve to his left. Pull blocking in front, and Rocco Pellegrini in there on the
field.
He's getting there and getting upfield and getting the.
Leads it 3-0. Again, the field get the winner of the game a few miles away. Woodstown and Woodbury at the winner of this game and that game, either Rutgers University or Giants Stadium in 2 weeks.
Salem to get towards the half and have it only be a Salem offense.
Salem with the 1st and 10, 1:40 to go. 1st and 10. Push in front of a flag flies again. Tackle. One of the.
And again, it's a play that goes to the outside, but I think that's where I think
the Salem Rams,
they're going to be able to churn off all those yards.
Ari Smith in the face. It's going to be 1st and we'll call it 18. Line for the play as Gildersleeve is now back in at tailback. Now if he can get around the edge, he's got some room here up the side of the field. Back the.
Like the last time Coach was in that situation. This is one thing I really like about. Sees the opportunity he had right there and outran Armstrong.
Gildersleeve will take a shot. He is going to get a 1st down as the tackle made there by Hardy. We'll see where they spot it.
Gildersleeve a lot, Tad. You see the outside. Gildersleeve just has a great sense when he gets the ball.
Tad Kazaneski, Kevin Schulz with you here. Want to thank the Paulsboro Athletic. 6-848-6800. It's going to be a 3rd down and 1. Paulsboro will get the ball to start the second half. They have started the second half at Woodbury. It is still 6. Gildersleeve, he's going to get the.
Yeah, I feel like they really have to score here because running all over the field going into the half.
49 seconds and counting. They have 1 timeout remaining from the 23rd. The 10, just about the 11, we'll call it. And seconds on the clock. It is a 1st down. That's why they stopped the clock. Let's see what Salem wants to do once they. At worst, Kevin, they have no timeouts. They know they have a field goal kicker.
What's your point?
We're leading.
And one thing I like, these defensive backs out in the open field getting called the penalty, they went back with running plays. He's able to get 8-9 yards. They need to score a touchdown here.
It's amazing what Salem's been able to do offensively. Ran for 249 yards. They are not close to that. It is a half. Late receiver runs on the field. Gilder.
Yeah, just what worked for him. Like I said, go tackle who gets upfield in a hurry. And definitely drive there by Salem.
7th touchdown of the year. We'll widen it out and show you the goalposts here. In the first half, Salem increases their lead 10-0.
And also you have to figure out a way to, when you get the ball, to be able to get yourself in defensively. Has really done the job up on the defensive line.
So as we mentioned, the first time they Paulsboro, I have them with 3 timeouts remaining if they can get any kind of return here.
And the other thing I think you're seeing from Thomas, his ability to read the whole field. And I really thought, and this wasn't even Thomas, this was on that one play where they made a stop where in most cases it would have been a 1st down.
Kick taken by Moore. Moore across the 20. He is around the 30, hit out of bounds at the 30, their own 35. 3 timeouts remaining.
Yeah, this is usually maybe go with a run here or there. You have timeouts if you can get the ball to midfield or a little bit pass.
Tyree Thomas can throw the ball. He's thrown 9 touchdown passes this year. He's got Bateman with it down the sidelines. Has a foot race here. What a play. It's caught by Keyshawn Saunders. It's a
with a defensive back right on his heels, over the shoulder. Boy, just an outstanding throw and an even better catch.
Leave has just taken their first time out and waiting for the official call. He's waving it now.
Paulsboro, again, Salem at this point is all the momentum going into the half. If it stands, down up with the big play. You saw it right there.
Again, I want to thank the Paulsboro Athletic Department and broadcast possible. Most likely a passing play coming up here. Backfield, 3 wideouts to the far side.
One-on-one coverage to the near side.
Straight back Thomas. Scrambling, spends their 2nd timeout, but a huge play there by Salem.
Hey, these guys blitz, they take chances. They're a very aggressive defense. You saw it right there, and that's a huge sack.
As Paulsboro's in their 2nd timeout, you see head coach Glenn Howard. This Paulsboro team trying to long time.
And even though this first half has been dominated by Salem, this is a play.
2nd and long, 8.8 seconds remaining. Paulsboro's complaining about something as there's 4 seconds remaining.
Salem did an outstanding job reading that. You saw the quarterback go to the right and throw.
First half. Thomas from the shotgun, looking left, goes across the middle, overthrows, it's intercepted. Is going to do it for action here in the first half, as this has been all Salem.
This first half was them closing out that last drive with the touchdown to go up by 2 scores.
But as you mentioned,
The ability that they have of coming up with the big play, they're a team that can.
as to what is going on in this situation. So we have made it to halftime. And we welcome everybody back. Todd Kozaniski, Kevin Schulz with you here. Associates, civil engineering firm here in South Jersey. Mark Brumer is the president. Through a cell phone, we believe we're good here, but we understand we're getting some buffering. So, by Salem, second half, Paulsboro one play can get themselves right back in it.
No, obviously with Nate Wilson, certainly a possibility, but it's still one story, which they did. But this is a Paulsboro team, and we look, they adjust. They don't get down if they're down in the game or the momentum's in tradition and having a winning culture, and that's what you have here.
Sam, I don't know if you can see the line of people, the barbecue going down. I mean, to me, this is the stuff.
Wrestling program. They have great community involvement. And it's a home match for Paulsboro, and they could be at Sterling.
So we'll bring it back to the field. Todd Kozaniski, Kevin Schulz with you here. Woodbury game. It was still 6-0 going into the fourth period with Woodstown driving. Case a bit with this been the penalties today. That's about it.
Yeah, could have another score.
Central Jersey Group 1 championship game. About it, as boy, there are about 5 white shirts right on it.
The thing you get for him, those high, deep kickoffs, and that's a big advantage for the coverage team coming down.
And to start the second half, ball at the 20-yard line. Quick throw far side. The play there by Brian Hardy.
Well, we talked about Paul's ability to establish from there.
Quick handoff, tripped up is Bateman.
Third and manageable situation here. Very manageable.
Bateman from behind, they take him down. A nice tackle on the play.
Well, just the same way Salem goes to coach in short yardage situations. Paul's
yard line, 1st and 10. 10 minutes, 39 seconds to go, third quarter. Paul by Jaheim Bernhardt, who just got into the back.
Feel like a team starting to get on offense, some rhythm. They're going to start being.
It's from the shotgun, sends a man in motion. That's Moore. Straight back. Pressure on him, gets by one, and he's lucky
there. But it's pressure from the outside, and they close in. On the
13, 9.5 minutes to go, third quarter. Thomas from the shotgun. Moore had the defense beat, went back, jumped up, and made an amazing catch.
Well, you took it and making a big throw. An outstanding grab there by Moore.
Moore is coming in to make the play was Benjamin Pittman. They're going to lose about 5. So we have a timeout, 8:40 to go here from Woodbury. Woodbury has just tied the game with 3:55 to go in regular of this game. Second down and 9-1 record. Both these teams 9-1.
We're going to go aggressive. And next play, they're blitzing. Game pressure on Thomas, who's up now. That's good to see.
He has quarterback 1 series already. He has thrown for 4 touchdowns this season. Game, Woodbury leads at 8-6.
And the quarterback for the Red Raiders, number 10.
So now he's going to run up the middle, and he is going to be taken down by.
You have the pressure coming in from the outside and do a good job of containing Pellegrini, forcing him to step up. And
here in this third quarter, Pellegrini from the was covered.
Boy, the reads by this Salem defense have that one.
It's going to be 4th down and 15. Right.
Back to punt for the Red Raiders.
So Paulsboro's been able to get that one long pass play down the kick. Salem's going to clear out of this. Takes a Salem bounce. And
for the Rams.
Early on in this second half.
Here, I'm not giving Paulsboro any opportunity. Gildersleeve back. I think it's a battle that the
tackle, but he just does such a good job reading.
Gildersleeve. He is met, 3rd and a long 3.
Oh, good job of Paulsboro right there. Obviously, you saw them do it on that play, but that's definitely something they really haven't been able to do.
The shotgun. Coates wants to keep it himself, and why not? Paulsboro is Monty Seeger also out there.
And I think the big thing, a cutback, but good backside pursuit by these Paulsboro linebackers.
Right now, they're go third period. From the shotgun is Coates. Coach stop there, and the Red Raiders are going to get the ball back. As
Coach, but there they were able to do it on 2 games to turn it over on downs.
From the back in is the backup quarterback. Be the first penalty of the game against Paulsboro. Christian Brady may have jumped on that one.
Now you really want to count it for most of their yardage.
Bree Thomas is to go here in the third period. Paulsboro with the ball. They trail at 10-9. Throws this ball deep and overthrows the intended receiver.
Big year, had that real nice catch going and clearly had Sanders covered.
15 for the Red Raiders. 3 wideouts again, far side of the field. Say if that was for Sanders or Gant.
With these quick throws, they've either been behind the receiver.
Third quarter, Paulsboro from the shotgun. Pellegrini. He threw it, and it's being brought back by Bundy.
Well, you knew pressure was coming, and you definitely, and obviously run back after the interception.
5-6. Met at the line of scrimmage. Boy, not a lot of room there. 2. Woodbury is running out the clock. 2nd down and 9. Now, this is all you'd expect for Salem to do, run some clock. It's going
a little bit vulnerable with the safety help that you'd normally have. So ball here with the lead.
But the flag came in on the near against Salem, and they will decline.
Now we're going to see Nate Wilson punt.
Congratulations to the
I had to hesitate before I.
Flag flies. The line of scrimmage. Yards. Looks like that's Moore. Moore is going to let this. So Paulsboro, it doesn't get any harder than this. They're going to be inside their own 5.
The deep kicks, leaving Paulsboro with not having great field position to start.
So Paulsboro with 3:28 remaining in the third. First hit the bike. We'll see what happens. But Pellegrini's going to have to take care of things deep in his. Pellegrini now getting ready to go. Bateman to his right. Other side of the 5. Looks like Lane on the tackle.
For about 5.
So 2nd down.
A good call because they had everybody on that trip for a bit more breathing room.
1st and 10. Pellegrini.
On the tackle.
Again, the clock now as we're getting near the end. 2nd and 9. Pellegrini's going to have to make some throws as I watch Tyree. 2nd down and 9. Saving tackle by Emmanuel Lane is Sanders on a.
We're behind the receiver and weren't able to connect, but boy, Pellegrini.
I'm in a long time. 1st and 10. Bateman push going no huddle again.
And 6.
2nd and 6. 1 right side gets by 1 by another. He's going to get a 1st down.
Kind of loosening up this defense of Salem.
And I haven't seen it was a Salem timeout. Okay, it looks like Salem moved there for Salem defensively because first time today.
Plays. Salem diffed them. You had the big pass play put right on the money. That offensive line is playing with a little more.
Sure. It's 1st and 10, Paulsboro. Score on this drive. Penny from the shotgun. He's inbounds for the touchdown. Touchdown pass.
Throw by Pellegrini, and the key to that, but he lost sight of the
extra point try for Amani Seeger. So we have 1.
Paulsboro, you know, as a quarterback, you saw Pellegrini first cap things off in the corner of the end zone, and that's what we made to this point.
1 minute, 10 seconds to go here.
But yeah, this is where you hope the momentum established on the offense.
Plays from Paulsboro. It's been big plays or nothing. Returnable kick here. Far over with 1:07 remaining.
Getting sick.
Third quarter, 1:01 remaining.